Welcome, Bitcoin fam, to the #1 Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll also be discussing breaking news from Max Keiser. He calls Trump the employee of the month. Trump's pumping his Bitcoin bags with this invite to print to death. 2.2 million incoming. Send it. Also, breaking news, $4 trillion JP Morgan just announced to offer clients financing against Bitcoin ETFs. Boy, oh boy, have we come a long ways. We'll also be discussing South Korean media firm to raise $500 million for their Bitcoin treasury. Another one bites the dust. Also, California passes a bill to accept crypto for state payments. Also, more breaking news, Trump Link Asset Manager files for a Truth Social Bitcoin ETF with the SEC. Also, U.S. military leadership to back Bitcoin strategic reserve for the United States, according to Senator Cynthia Lummis. Also, massive news, Pakistan reveals Bitcoin reserve plan to Trump's crypto team at the White House. I'll be breaking this down for you. I'm also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. But anyways, fam, if you're new to the channel, important, smash the likes, go ahead, subscribe. We're the #1 Bitcoin pod. Then ring the bell, scare the lizard folk. That's what we do best around here. Today is pod episode number 2012. I'm your host, JV. It is June 4th, 2025. I'm back here and in the flesh. Update on YouTube. I appealed 20 or so videos during my live stream yesterday in which they claim was promoting dangerous and harmful content. Long story short, as of this morning, 12 of those appeals got rejected and those videos have been removed permanently. So I'm challenging YouTube to provide me with the timestamps of when I'm allegedly in violation of their terms and conditions. So that's where we're at. So this could be my final YouTube stream. The ball's in their court. We'll see how it plays out. But if some shit goes down, that's why it's important. Follow me on X and Rumble, because I will continue to stream regardless if we have YouTube as a platform. And if you don't know, now you know. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. Bitcoin and the bulk of the market correcting back in the red. Bitcoin just above 1046 at the time of the live stream. Ether in the red, XRP in the red, BNB and Tron barely in the green. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is coming in at 3.3 trillion on the day. Bitcoin market cap 2.079 trillion. We have 105 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. We got the Bitcoin dominance coming in today at a 63.2%. Ether dominance back on the rise at 9.6%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We have Dexy leading the pack up 12%, followed by Quant up 3%, followed by Unised Leo up 2.5%. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your motherfucking boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. And as you can see, 95% of the market, Rec City. Zooming out for the week, very similar scenario, 95% of the market, Rec City, no Diddy. And checking out for the monthly, fortunately, the bulk of the market is in the green for the past 30 days. And checking out the infamous crypto greed and fear index. Today we're 62 greed, yesterday 64, last week a 71, and last month a 52 neutral. And checking out the infamous time chain calendar, as of today we're on block 899,789, which means most likely at around this time tomorrow we'll cross the 900,000 block, which is pretty awesome. And before you know it, we'll be at block 1 million. We have 150,211 blocks until the halving in 2028. And as of today, you can exchange one fiat monopoly dollar for 957 sats. So you know what to do. Pick up the sats, put down the gats, pick up some Bitcoin caps from my man Sergio over at bitcoincaps.net. So yeah, let me update you on YouTube just with the proof of work for the record. Update Team YouTube as of this morning. 12 of the 20 videos appealed didn't pass the appeal and are permanently removed under false pretenses of being harmful and dangerous. They actually responded, which I appreciate. They put totally understand how important this is for you. Mind sharing the video URLs in question? We'll take a closer look. And I put please do. Here's the link to one of the 12 videos recently permanently removed under false pretenses. I'm requesting a real human being review that mofo. And I want them to share the exact timestamp of where I'm allegedly in violation for creating dangerous and harmful content. So I'll keep you updated and posted with that. We're going to discuss next the TA, aka astrology for the broskies, of course, and we'll pull up some of the live charts and share the latest of what's happening in the market. Bitcoin trader says 107.5, vital zone for the new all-time highs. Oh my God, JV, are you promoting a get-rich-quick Ponzi scheme? The YouTube overlords, that's pretty much what they're thinking right now. Bitcoin continued to target liquidity into the June 4th Wall Street Open as 106 remained the focus. That's right. Focus like the locust. Trading view showed Bitcoin fluctuating at around 106. Oh my God, JV's getting crazy with the predictions again. Taking out liquidity on either side. The day prior had seen a spike to 107, which succeeded neutralizing the shorts, with a subsequent dip doing the same to the cloud of the bids near 105. Traders thus look for the repeat for the behavior prior to the breakout from the narrow local range. As Kingfisher shared right here, let's clean up those Bitcoin shorts. They shall meet their God. Oh no, JV's pushing longs. He's going to help get the shorters wrecked. We should do something about that. Now, data from CoinGlass showed liquidity thickening at 104.5 and 107.5 at the same time as per the heat map. McAlvin Pop shared this is why this level is so vital for the biddy. No breakout above it yet, but if it happens, we're all the way towards a new all-time. Oh my God, JV called for a new all-time high in his video. He's promoting an illegal Ponzi scheme named Bitcoin. Oh no, what are we going to do? 3,000 for ETH. Bitcoin continues to trade range-bound with light positioning and a normalized skew suggesting little directional conviction, according to QCP. Quoting them here, looking ahead, Q3 could prove more challenging. Tariff-related impacts may begin filtering into the macro. In the absence of a clear catalyst, Bitcoin is unlikely to break materially out of the current range. Meanwhile, the U.S. employment data in the form of non-farm payroll numbers was due towards the end of the week. A steady NFP would cement the Fed's narrative of a resilient labor market, reinforcing expectations that rates remain on hold, according to QCP. Now, quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Your Holiness, Max Kaiser. First, let's read the post from Trump on Truth Social, which was then shared on X. I am very pleased to announce that after all these years, I agree with Senator Elizabeth Warren. No fucking way, and pigs can fly. Something. The debt limit should be entirely scrapped to prevent an economic catastrophe. It is a devastation to be put in the hands of the political people that may want to use it despite the horrendous effects it could have on our country and indirectly the world. As Senator Warren's second statement on $4 trillion, I like that also, but it would have to be done over a period of time. As short as possible, let's get together, Republican and Democrat, and do this. This is in regards to Senator Warren's post. Let's pass a bipartisan bill and get rid of it forever. Well, here's what Max had to share. Employee of the month, Mr. POTUS. Trump's pumping his Bitcoin bags with this invite to print to the death. 2.2 million incoming. Let's get it. Shout out your high priest, Max Kaiser. Now, also breaking news, $4 trillion JP Morgan just announced to offer clients financing against Bitcoin ETFs, but we just got to put it on the record. Don't forget who Jeffrey Epstein's banking firm was, JP Morgan. And let's not forget about the 20,000 tons of cocaine found on a JP Morgan cargo ship. I got the proof and receipts. I posted them earlier on my X profile. And let's not forget, this was quoting Jamie Dimon a few years back. It's worse than tulip bulbs. It won't end well. Someone is going to get killed. Currencies have legal support. It's just going to blow up. Dimon also said he'd fire in a second any JP Morgan trader who was trading Bitcoin for two reasons. It's against our rules, and they are stupid. This is the level of retardation we're dealing with. JP Morgan, the largest banking cartel in the United States. And of course, their CEO is Jamie the Tapeworm Dimon. He's a man on the take, very corrupt. He is a billionaire and a very powerful man, but he is a lizard folk. And just got to point that out. And what else is trending here? Elon wrote, call your senator, call your congressman. Bankrupting America is not okay. So I wrote, hence why I'm all in on the biddy. I welcome the fiat bond apocalypse with open arms. Keep printing. We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker. Burn. How do you like those apples? Here you're looking at the 1 hour chart. Rising wedgie. Green target. We have the target sitting, inverted head and shoulders, currently on the hourly, sitting at 109. So 109, 3,000 shy of price discovery, which was the all-time high set on May 22nd, which was virtually 2 weeks ago now. And zooming out from there, let's take a look at the 4-hour. We'll work our way backwards. 4-hour chart, live and in the flesh, a little live chart action, Jackson satisfaction for the baddies. We also have a green target. We do have a bullish pennant, 116.3. Obviously, that would take us back to price discovery, which is the most exciting time of the season. And we'll be right back there shortly before you could say Nippinator 3 times out loud. And zooming out for the daily, let's see here. No particular bull targets, but zooming out from there, we're going to take a look at a weekly. Now we're midweek, hump day. Happy Wednesday. CNA, we don't play, it's the Bitcoin slang. And as you can see, rising wedgie, bull scenario, formation sensation, cup and handle, 124, next leg up. Oh my God, JV is out of control with these predictions. Let's just terminate his channel once and for all for good. Oh my God, he's calling for 124, it's unacceptable. That's like Senator Elizabeth Warren watching my stream right now. And checking out the monthly, you can see, obviously, May and April, we had green candle closes. And thus far for the month of June, though, we're only 4 days in, already forming a green. I think the bullish momentum is likely to continue, though there is no guarantee. Bitcoin is not a get-rich-quick scheme, ladies and gents. And you may have to hodl for 4 years to double, triple, quadruple, or 10x your money. But that's Bitcoin for you. That's what the history shows us. The history does show us if you've been hodling for 4 years or longer, you're in the green, and there isn't a single Bitcoiner who held their Bitcoin stash for more than 4 years that has an unrealized loss. Why is that? Because they're all winners, but that's just what the history shows us. This show is for entertainment purposes only. But anyways, we're going to continue with the bitty news. Next up, as we continue with the headlines here regarding South Korea, I believe. Let's see. Yep. South Korea media firm to raise $500 million to start their own Bitcoin treasury, which is a trend we've been seeing. South Korean entertainment company K-Wave Media entered into a security purchase agreement with up to $500 million to fund a Bitcoin-centric crypto treasury reserve. We called the Bitty Reserve. K-Wave reached the agreement with the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, KWM, for the sale of up to $500 million of ordinary shares to fund the Bitcoin treasury, according to the announcement. Quoting them here. By embedding Bitcoin into our core strategy, we're reinforcing our commitment to decentralization, agility, and future-facing value creation. The company said it aims to become the meta planet of Korea, which saw the stock soar after adopting a similar Bitcoin-focused strategy inspired by business intelligence company Strategy, Mikey Saylor's company. And you can see their stock is currently trading at $5.04 for the K-Wave Media. And shout out Mr. Corvette, Deuces fam, you guys are the best. And of course, Chandy10, greatly appreciate the supers and all of your guys' support. Y'all the bomb diggity, just gotta say it. Proceeds from the deal will be used to fund the K-Wave Media's Bitcoin-centric digital asset treasury strategy, suggesting it may purchase other cryptos in addition to Bitcoin. Mistake. K-Wave Media also intends to use the funds for mergers and acquisitions to expand the content and K-pop related businesses. Still, Bitcoin is front and center of those plans. Quoting them here, under this initiative, K-Wave will, subject to certain limitations, allocate a significant portion of the proceeds received from the sale of any shares under the facility to the purchasing, long-term holding, and yield optimization of the pretty little bitty going up forever, JB. The company also plans to operate a Bitcoin Lightning node to invest in infrastructure that facilitates on-chain transaction rewards of decentralization. K-Wave Media is the latest of the growing list of public companies embracing the pretty little bitty as a corporate reserve treasury asset. The trend began with MicroStrategy back in 2020, the first publicly traded company to put a bitty on the balance sheet. Mikey Saylor ain't playing no games. And now he has close to like 3% of the entire circulating supply. Do you think that man's slowing down? No. He says he's buying the top forever because it's going up forever, Laura. And if you don't know Laura, now you know. And Nippinator, where you at? Give it up for the Nip. But yeah, there's the latest. So let's continue with a bitty news, shall we? Next story. We got to discuss, did we discuss California? I don't think so. Let's start here. California passes the bill to accept crypto for state payments. Let's go, Cali. California love. Assembly Bill 1180 passed the California State Assembly June 2nd with a 68-0 vote on the third reading. Would require the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation to develop rules permitting state fees and transactions under the Digital Financial Asset Law to the payable, make it payable in crypto. The DPEI is California's regulatory agency tasked with overseeing financial services, protecting consumers while promoting responsible innovation. Individuals and entities conducting crypto business activities in the state must obtain a license from the DFPI as per the BIDI law now in play. Now, if AB 1180 clears the Senate and is signed by the governor, Gavin Newsom, everyone's least favorite governor, the bill would become effective July 1st, 2026. According to the bill's sponsor, Democratic Assembly member Alavino Vallecina. What a name. The pilot program would run until January 1st, 2031, and then it would become fully operational. And if the AB 1180 is passed, California would join the likes of Florida, Colorado, and Louisiana that would be accepted for the crypto payments for the certain obligations for the recent years. California's bill will require the DFPI to submit the report January 1st, 2028. Gives them a 3-year span detailing the crypto transactions process in addition to any technical or regulatory challenges encountered. Crypto transactions under the DFAL are defined as the digital representation of the value that is used as a medium of exchange, but not legal tender. That's a very important detail. AB 1180 saw 4 amendments before being passed by the California Assembly June 2nd. The most notable exclusion concerned a section that sought to define terms related to the ride-sharing companies and personal vehicles used for transportation services. AB 1180 seeks to complement AB 1052. Notice the state's Bitcoin rights bill almost sounds like a B52, bang, 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 which is focused on laying out the crypto self-custody rights for 40 million of the residents. AB 1052 has passed the first Assembly Committee with a unanimous 11-0, my favorite number, I dare say. Vote on May 23rd has been ordered for the third reading. The third time's the charm, they say. The bill would also be deemed to use the digital financial assets to a valid legal form of the payment for the private transactions and would prohibit the public entities from restricting the taxing of the digital assets solely based on the use as a payment. Very important. The total of 117 merchants currently accept Bitcoin payments in California, according to the Bitcoin maps. And if you don't know now, you know. All right, next story, regarding the Trumpster, Trumpinator. Trump-linked asset manager files the Truth Social Bitcoin ETF. With the SEC won't let me be, let Trump be free, please set him free so he can stack a little freaking BTC for the USA and be like me. U.S. President Trump's sprawling crypto empire could grow even larger as filings show plans for the Bitcoin ETF branded with his social media platform, Truth Social. And by a show of hands, let me know how many of you are actually on Truth Social. Stock exchange NYSE Arca filed for the Truth Social Bitcoin ETF with the Securities and Exchange Commission. And speaking of the SEC, shout out to your former chairman, Nippinator. On behalf of the crypto asset manager Yorkville, American Digital, partner of the Truth Social owner Trump Media and Technology Group, and if you don't know, maybe now you know. Trump is the majority owner of the Trump Media, but moved his shares into a trust. And FYI, all wealthy, smart people own nothing and control everything through trust. That includes Trump, that includes the Rockefellers, that includes the Rothschilds, and every wealthy family on the planet. They don't play by the same set of rules that the plebs play by. And if you don't know, look into it, just saying. But anyway, the ETF seeks to list on the NYSE Arca exchange and track the price of the BIDI. The filing did not disclose the management fee or the ticker, but listed Forest Tax Trust Company, the custodian of Crypto.com's asset and proposed custodian, according to Eric Balchunas. Trump's company just filed with the True Social Bitcoin ETF, which will track the spot Bitcoins listed on the NYSE. If approved, the Trump Link ETF enters the crowded Bitcoin ETF market of 11, the best number in the world. Similar funds dominated by BlackRock. It could also add Trump's controversial ties to the crypto. Critics say there's a conflict of interest with his presidential duties. They've been accused of Trump profiting from the presidency. How dare he earn a nickel being your POTUS? And you know what I mean? Being president, it's unacceptable. When Biden was our POTUS, he was unwilling to accept a dime. He just did it for free. He's a great guy. The Biden family. Look at Hunter. I mean, Trump and his family have ties to an increasingly growing number of crypto projects, would include NFT collections, meme coins, stable coins, crypto mining companies, and a crypto platform with his own Trump token, which is literally TRUMP. Even Melania has her own token. The only one missing out is Barron, the time traveler. The ETF filing comes after Trump Media signed the agreement in April with the Yorkville American Digital with Crypto.com for the Made in America crypto ETFs. The 19B4 filing of the True Social Bitcoin ETF effectively initiates the SEC's review process. According to the NIP, it must decide whether to accept, reject, or delay the application within the next 45 days. I'll come back like Jordan wearing the faux 5. It can delay the decision multiple times for a maximum review period of 240 days. Happy 420 to the broskies if we swap out the 2 with the 4, just saying. The SEC must decide on the application by January 29th of next year. They got all the time in the world. Yorkville also needs to file the S1 registration. Fill out your paperwork. Trump Media also filed for the Truth.fi Bitcoin Plus ETF back in February, which could receive a portion of the $250 million allocated to the fintech platform Truth.fi. Meanwhile, Trump Media is also looking to integrate the crypto native token wallet into the video streaming. Truth Plus, the social CEO Devin Nunes shared. We're exploring the introduction of a utility token within the Trump digital wallet that can initially be used for the pay for the Truth Plus subscription costs and later be applied to the other products and services for the Truth ecosphere. Trump Media first signaled the plan for the potential crypto payment venture last November when it filed the infamous trademark app with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, building the digital asset wallet, allowing the payments to be processed on the Truth.fi. And if you don't know, maybe you'll never know at this point. I don't know what else to tell you, ladies. But anyways, next story of the day, fam. I appreciate all the support, you guys. In all seriousness, U.S. military leadership to back Bitcoin strategic reserve, according to Miss Cynthia Lummis. That's right. Cynthia Lummis indicated that certain divisions within the American military are backing the idea of the National Bitcoin Reserve to address threats from the economic wars. During a Bloomberg interview, Lummis said that some U.S. generals, especially those based in Southeast Asia, support the idea of the storing the biddy as a part of the strategic geopolitical move. Quoting her here, all we need to do is look at the leadership of the current U.S. military to find support for the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. She also added, these are generals, especially in the Southeast Asia, who believe it's important to have a strategic biddy stockpile because we're doing an economic war with China, and we have to prepare for the guns and the bullets for war. We do need both. But we do need both, she said. Her remarks came during a segment about the tensions between China and the U.S., as the country has been at the center of the Trump administration trade war. Trump's tariffs initially applied to the most U.S. trading partners, but the admin later suspended many of them. Expect those targeting China. The two nations eventually reached a temporary trade deal, easing the tensions. That's right. Trump has been vocal about making the U.S. the world capital of the crypto in his second term of the White House. If we don't do it, China is going to pick it up, and China is going to have it, or somebody else, but most likely China. While campaigning in 2024, China has implemented a comprehensive ban on the crypto activity since 2021, while still betting on blockchain tech to power the projects such as the central bank digital currency, the digital yuan. Oh boy. Now, speaking of Bitcoin 2025, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance emphasized geopolitical importance of the biddy. And according to J.D., the U.S. must sustain the leadership of the crypto industry to remain competitive for the new digital financial landscape. And if you don't know, maybe now you may know. Now for our feature story of the day. Pakistan reveals Bitcoin reserve plan to Trump's crypto team over at the White House. Shout out to the Bitcoin team for holding it down. That's right. Let's break her down. Pakistan's Minister of State for Crypto and Blockchain, Bilal, met with Robert Bo Hines, Executive Director of the U.S. Presidential Donald Trump's Council on Digital Assets, during the recent White House visit. The meeting focused on boosting cooperation between Pakistan and the United States in the digital asset space. Discussions covered a broad range of the topics, including Bitcoin potential partnerships and future decentralized finance, according to the report by 24 News HD TV. One key area of dialogue was Pakistan's newly announced Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Quoting him here, it is my mission to position Pakistan as a global leader in digital assets. And he actually did speak at the recent Vegas conference announcing the Pakistan Strategic Biddy Reserve, that's the man on the right that we're discussing from Pakistan. And on the left, that's Bo Hines over at the White House. Now, from launching our strategic Biddy Reserve to unlocking a national infrastructure for crypto mining and AI data zones, Pakistan is building the real framework for the digital asset adoption and economic modernization. Hines, appointed by Trump earlier in the year, leads U.S. policy on digital assets and works alongside Council Chairman David Sachs. The Trump admin has signaled a strong interest in positioning the United States as the global leader in the Bitcoin space. That's right. Now check it. He also met with the White House counsel beyond the White House meeting officials from White House counsel office to discuss the legal framework surrounding the blockchain governance. Pakistan's broader crypto strategy includes plans to allocate 2,000 megawatts of surplus power towards mining Bitcoin, as well as AI data zones. The goal is to transform unused energy into digital productivity, create jobs, and expand the national infrastructure. Now, the country is also developing a regulatory framework for digital assets. On May 21st, Pakistan's Ministry of Finance endorsed the creation of a dedicated body to regulate blockchain-based financial infrastructure in the country. Now, the Pakistan Digital Assets Authority will serve as a regulatory body to oversee licensing and regulating exchanges, custodians, wallets, tokenized platforms, stablecoins, and decentralized finance applications. Now, on May 31st, the IMF, and speaking of them, fuck the IMF, raised concerns over Pakistan's decision to allocate 2,000 megawatts of electricity for Bitcoin's mining and AI. So ultimately, they're spreading FUD because their worst fear is another country adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender or establishing a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So the IMF is going to continue to FUD countries until the wheels fall off, because that's their ultimate mission. They're not here to help any of you. They're here to FUD Bitcoin because their biggest fear is the domino effect of countries around the world adopting the Bitcoin, the global game theory, the global hash war, which Max Kaiser coined many years back, playing out in real time. And if you don't know, now you know. But there you have it, yo. Pakistan Strategic Biddy Reserve. Let's freaking go. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod, exclusive on the Rumble and X. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here.